Is pretty hot here too in mid-Michigan, Chris. I mean, this weekend and tomorrow especially, we better be ready.
Yeah, and unfortunately there's a lot of events going on, so while the weather is going to be summer-like, we've also got that humidity to go along with that. And that's really going to be the big problem, is the heat index values. Combining the heat and the humidity will really start to climb, and I think some readings between about 95 and 110 over the next couple of days are probably going to be pretty common. But we're off to a dry start this morning, so we'll focus on the rain first and then get to the heat later, because we know it's going to be hot. But right now, things all dry on your radar this morning. Just a few bad radar returns. Notice they're pretty stationary, so we know they're not moving from west to east like rain usually does. It looks like most of that still across Lake Michigan and parts of Wisconsin. The heaviest of that activity is moving off to the south and east, so that will miss us. But notice we've still got a pretty good coverage on the north side of that as well, and that's, I think, going to move off to the east this morning as well. Usually these systems during the summer months tend to arrive during the early morning hours, and oftentimes they actually diminish before they even arrive. But I think with the later arrival of this one today, it could take advantage of some of the building heat that we've got this morning and sort of recharge itself essentially as it moves off to the east. So I think we have to at least include a chance for some showers and storms in the forecast as we head towards lunchtime and onward into the afternoon and evening. First Warn 5-hour by hour forecast shows you we'll deal with some cloud cover too. We're sunny this morning, but those clouds will gradually stream in off some of that activity to the west. Notice this model here, and even some of our other models suggest that the system will fall apart, but it looks pretty hefty right now. So we'll again include at least a chance this afternoon and the evening, even though it's really not showing up very well here. I also think that if any thunderstorms do develop this afternoon and evening, they'll have the potential to produce some heavy rainfall as well with some of that humidity that we have around the region. Now, once that passes through, we very well could go through a bit of a quiet period tonight. So it is possible that we have windows of opportunity for all of the things that will be happening tonight. But it looks like another round of storms will be on the way as we head towards tomorrow morning. So a bit of an active period here, at least at times, over the next 24 hours or so. Once that round moves out, I think the Friday for the rest of the day is actually pretty dry outside of anything isolated. So I think today probably a little bit higher chance than what we're seeing tomorrow. Your severe weather outlook today is rather low, just a marginal risk, a risk that we see many times during the summer months. Basically what it's suggesting is out of all the thunderstorms that do develop, there could be a few of them that get a little bit stronger. I think gusty winds, your main hazard today, along with heavy rain. Could be some small hail too if a thunderstorm really gets going, but I think the gusty winds probably the main threat with that. So we'll keep a close eye on it. High temperatures today headed towards the upper 80s to near 90 in most places. Could be a little bit cooler in the lakeshore areas and also off to the north in places like Houghton Lake and West Branch. But still, you factor in the humidity, and we're definitely going to sweat this afternoon. I think heat index values could be around 95, possibly even getting a little bit higher than that in spots. But if you're looking for some light at the end of this tunnel, it appears that's on the way later this weekend and also for the start of next week. Notice we're back within that pleasant category from late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday, and I don't think Wednesday is all that bad either. But with the heat and humidity the next couple of days, we've got to get through this first before we can get there. The National Weather Service has issued heat advisories for this orange shaded area right here, Tri-Cities, Mount Pleasant, the Thumb, and even Clare County. Areas to the south near I-69, excessive heat warnings suggesting heat index values could get a little bit higher there. Again, I think the range we're looking at is basically around 95 to 110 being the high category of that. So definitely some heat that you want to take seriously. We usually have a stretch like this every summer, but definitely means that we need to be cautious going towards the weekend with some of those values getting that hot. Your forecast today, near 90. We've got thunderstorms possible mainly this afternoon and this evening. It will be hot and humid. Southwesterly winds about 5 to 15. Heading into tonight, no overnight relief. We're still in the mid-70s, so definitely more humid than we are this morning. Enjoy that refreshing change of pace for 10 minutes this morning. Your 7-day forecast, we've got more chances for rain over the weekend. I think Sunday's chance primarily during the morning, and will dry out in the afternoon. Monday through Wednesday of next week, a stretch that we're probably going to be looking forward to. I can't imagine how 70s will feel to start next week.